Hi, second grade friends. It's social studies time. So I need you to take out your social studies book, My World social studies book. We do our part. So go ahead and get that. You'll also need a pencil. We are on page 24. We are starting lesson 3 today. Okay. And lesson 3 says we follow rules and laws. So go ahead and make sure that you're open to page 24. And I'm going to read to you our lesson today, and then we'll talk about what you need to get done. Think about a classroom where everyone is talking at the same time. Children are running around. No one takes turns or shares. This would not be a good place to learn. School rules. Your school has rules that help make it a good place for you to learn. Rules remind us how to be good school citizens. Rules also keep us safe. One rule tells us to take turns when talking. Another rule tells us not to run in the hall. You show respect for others and yourself when you follow rules. Obviously, our rules have changed a little bit this year, seeing that we're not actually in our classroom. But we still have some of the same rules when we are remote, where we need to make sure that we're taking turns when we're talking, where we make sure that we are still being kind to each other. So I want you to think about when you were in school last year, one school rule that you followed. And I want you to write it at the bottom of the page where it says write one rule you follow at school. So think back to when you were back in school last year and think of a rule that you had here at Crystal Lawns or in your classroom that you followed. And go ahead and write that right down there at the bottom of the page. Okay? Give you a few minutes to do that. And if you don't finish it, don't worry. You can go back and work on it during independent work time. Remember, when you write your sentence, every sentence starts with a capital letter, and every sentence has to end with some sort of punctuation mark. So a period, an exclamation point, or a question mark. And if you come to any words that you're unsure of when it comes to spelling them, go ahead and try to chop those out. Try to say the sounds that you hear. So if the word was bat, I would say ba-at, bat. So try that with some of those words if you get to some that you can't spell. All right, I'm going to continue reading the lesson. Do not worry if you have not finished answering that question. You can do that during independent time. So the next part of our lesson talks about community laws. We're on page 25. Community laws. Rules in a community are called laws. A law is a rule that everyone must follow. Leaders in our communities help us make laws. Laws help keep us safe. It is the law that cars and bikes have to stop at a stop sign. Wearing a seatbelt is an important law in many places in the United States. There's also a law that says people should not make a lot of noise at night. Laws remind people to be responsible. In many places, the law says people may not throw trash on the street. This law helps keep the community clean. What I want you to do now is I want you to underline, if you look at the bottom, it says underline 2 community laws. So if you go back up into this paragraph, there are a lot of different laws that they mentioned. So go ahead and underline 2 of those laws. Okay? So once you have 2 of those laws underlined, you're going to close your social studies book and you're going to put it away for now. Okay? If you didn't finish any of this, so 24, writing down the one rule you follow at school when we're in school, or underlining the 2 community laws, you can work on that during independent time. Okay? All right. I will see you on Monday. Bye.